Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM shit show, and today we're back for another top MLM fails, and this one is kind of like a special edition where I kind of combined some Beachbody and wfabb posts, and some of them I'm going to mention for the first time, and I'm gonna talk about Tanya today. We're gonna go through a few posts from her. And to be perfectly honest, I used to do Beachbody when I was in college. If you didn't hear my story before, I ended up hurting my knees. Wearing off my knees, I guess you could say. I've had so much trouble and issues with my knees ever since, and I've been working very hard in the past year or so, strengthening my muscles, my leg muscles. I couldn't do squats with anything. I couldn't do squats with 10 kg or anything without my knees hurting. And thankfully, today I can do almost 40 kg squatting without my knees hurting and without the knee strap. And I blame Beachbody because I was a beginner. I've never done anything fitnessy before, and this was promoted as something for beginners, whatever, but of course there's a lot of overly complicated jumping movements, exercise, all kinds of weird, complicated, very advanced exercises that are not for me. And the same thing actually happened to some of my friends and family as well, who used to do Insanity back in the day. But anyway, I'm ranting on. Tanya was a big part of Insanity, and I think one of the programs afterwards as well. And I always loved her. I would follow her on Facebook, I think, because I didn't have Instagram for a very long time, and my cousin and I we worshipped her. But I had no clue that Tanya was more than just a workout person. Tanya is actually a Beachbody hun. That was a very long rant. I'm so sorry about that. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me. Let's just put a little disclaimer in here. Let's get into this shit show. Okay, so the first is a Beachbody post. God damn it, I forgot to blur her username. Pre-pregnancy, 1 week postpartum. So this is a Beachbody coach that said that depression is just an excuse for you not to join your business. And she has had a baby recently, which I feel she's just severely brainwashed. She, from my opinion and my conclusion, is that she comes from a very privileged family. She doesn't need to work because she's got a fiance who works, and she mentioned that her parents would finance her during college and everything, and my parents financed a big chunk of my college journey as well, so I know what it feels like to come from that kind of privilege. But I mean, at one point I grew up, I got my own job, and I became independent. I got an actual job, but unfortunately she got into an MLM instead of going into a real job. She's really trying to work her biz, but it's really not going well for her. So this says, and so it begins. The fourth trimester is definitely the most challenging and rewarding trimester. You're exhausted. Your body aches from literally everywhere. You're learning how to take care of a newborn. Your hormones are out of whack. You keep crying of joy, and as soon as one little thing goes off, you go from feeling the happiest in the world to the worst mom ever in the span of 5 seconds. And you're relearning how to use your body. That means no working out for a few weeks, and for me, that's one of the most challenging parts. Working out has been my mental therapy for the past 4 years, and not having this anymore is challenging to process. So what do? I focus on what I can control. I focus on getting good sleep, absolutely essential. I focus on eating good food, good for you and your baby, especially if you're breastfeeding. I focus on personal growth. I make time to journal, meditate, and read personal development because I know it helps me be a better friend to myself, a better partner, a better mom, and a better coach to my clients. And I squeeze in little power pockets of time here and there where I can to check in with my client and keep growing my business because it fills my heart with so much joy. I'm excited for the journey ahead. It's nothing like I've ever experienced before, especially not being able to work out, but I'm excited to see who I am about to become in the next phase of my life. Mama, I know there is a version of you that can handle it. There is always a way. Focus on doing your best and remember that your best is always more than enough, whatever that looks like. You're a mother and you're the strongest being on this planet. You can handle anything the universe throws your way. So if you watched my older videos about this Beachbody coach, you may remember that her prime target audience used to be young people who are dwelling if they should go to college, because she would always say, you don't need to go to college, you shouldn't go to college, it's a waste of your time and money and whatever. And I'm sorry, I know colleges are super expensive, but this is coming from an MLM hun who is spending so much money on Beachbody, on Shakeology, on their equipment that they now sell to their reps, most likely. So, you know, I just feel like it's very rich for someone who is spending so much time and energy and money on an MLM and is not getting anything in return, to tell people that college is a waste of money and time. But anyways, I'm not gonna dwell into that for too much. So her target audience has now shifted from young people, people in college, to moms. And I mean, we saw this coming, right? As soon as I mentioned that she's pregnant. Let's just move on because I've been ranting for way too long. When women judge each other instead of being supportive. And then her caption says, have you ever shared a dream or a goal with a friend or family member and she ended up judging you so hard? Are you sure it's reasonable? I don't think you should do this. Have you thought about what would happen if something went wrong? I just want to add, like, this is not judging. This is them being concerned about something that you just told them. And you felt defeated and all kinds of doubts started coming to your mind when you were feeling pretty confident about it in the first place. Her opinion matters to you because you care about her and you trust her, so she says so, she must be right. And she cares about you as well, which is why she's sharing her concerns with you. Again, that's not judging, that's just being a good friend or family member. You can't just blindly support people in whatever they do. That's not how that works. If someone tells you, I want to rob a bank, are you going to be supportive just because it's your, I don't know, friend, a brother, sister, whatever? Are you gonna be like, yeah, sure, I think that's a great idea? No, of course you won't. It's the same thing. It's not judging. But the thing is, what she thinks about what you should do has nothing to do with you. It has to do with her own fears and her own projections about what she would be willing to do or not in that situation. So of course it's her problem. What a bitch, am I right? Don't judge her back for not being supportive. Remind yourself not to share so much with her next time and find the women who will support you. Surround yourself with people who support you is crucial to making your dreams and goals happen. So of course, if your family or friend is not supporting you in your MLM biz, what you have to do is shut them off and stop sharing with them so that they can't tell you to do your research or look into it, that they don't think this is a great idea. You should just shut them off and just be in this one-sided community where everyone is blindly supporting each other, even though they're all financially fucked. That's just infuriating, but anyway. Okay, next one says, you're probably not gonna want to hear this. When I was first asked to join this business to help others on their health and fitness journey, I got scared and said no. I told myself I didn't have enough time, I wasn't qualified, and it was probably a scam. And all of those things were probably true in my opinion. But a voice within me knew this was for me, so I eventually said yes. Since it's giving me a purpose, I feel like I'm contributing to the world by spreading self-love and self-confidence, and it's helped me create a much bigger vision for my life, and now I want to help you do the same. Then the caption says, it's scary to start your online business, it's scary to show up on social media and expose yourself to the judgment of others, it's scary when people tell you they're not interesting or don't even respond, it's scary when other people tell you you shouldn't be doing this and you should find a real job, it's scary when it gets challenging and you feel like it isn't working, but it's worth it. No, it's not. It's worth it to change the lives of those who said yes. It's worth it to see them love themselves more. It's worth it to see your income grow month after month. No, it doesn't. The income doesn't grow for most of the people. To become a better person every day because you decided to step out of your comfort zone. Unfortunately, that's not how that works, and I wonder if this person ever looked at the income disclosure statement. I feel like she may not have, because she seems to be so blinded and brainwashed that she just doesn't want to hear the other side of the story. First of all, you're not helping anyone. You yourself are losing money and time on this. That's not giving you anything in return. Most of the distributors, Beachbody coaches, don't earn any money or go into debt with Beachbody. Your income disclosure statement shows that. If you haven't checked it out, I highly suggest that you do. It's going to be linked in the description box below, but it's also on the Beachbody website. She's not qualified and she didn't want to do it. And yes, if you're not qualified, you really shouldn't give unsolicited advice to people, especially because this is fitness, this is health, and wellness, and you don't know what you're saying. So you should not have your own clients and tell them what to do, what to eat, how to work out, and especially Beachbody. It's just, there's so many overly complicated advanced movements that someone who is not usually active should not be trying to do. And like I said, I know myself because I did it back when I wasn't active or fit, and I ended up hurting myself. And I know so many people, friends and family, that hurt themselves doing Beachbody as well. Anyways, let's watch the next one.
Come on here to chat today. I'm at a red light going to get Simon from basketball, and I thought I would come on here because I'm just like, wow, okay, a little like, I don't want to say surprised. I'm not surprised. I worked hard, but I had a friend of mine who is a coach. She's actually a coach of one of my coaches. She reached out to me and she was like, hey, so I have a gal who wants to coach. She wants to earn extra money. How do I explain our compensation, without overwhelming? Because compensation plans in lots of different multi-level marketing companies, yes, it can be absolutely complicated because we get paid based on commissions, and we also get paid based on volume of our customers and volume of our coaches. Anyway, I told her, I was like, look, I don't mind. I don't have any problems talking about money. I know money can be like taboo, but anybody can go look at what star diamond coach I am and Google. I mean, on any profession, right? You can see what people's salaries average to be. They're not going to be exact, but it's not totally anonymous. So I was like, I'll calculate my year-to-date earnings, and I'm happy to share my income progression. Now, Beachbody doesn't like that I share it publicly, just because, it's different for everybody. I've always said, as a coach, what you put in is what you're going to get out. When you work hard consistently and you use the tools that are given to us to be successful, chances are you're going to be successful. Okay, I'm safe. I'm soaking wet. It's crazy out there. But anyway, I just pulled in my garage and I wanted to finish this conversation because I literally went to my earnings and I started coaching January 2019. So this marks my year 4. I am 4 months into it. And from January 19, well, I guess I should say from 2019 to today of 2022, I have legit made over a 300% pay raise. 300%. And I share this not to brag or boast. I share this because this is why I want to share this opportunity with each of you. This is something that has been an incredible opportunity and blessing for my family. And it's something that I want to be able to share with others. I don't want people to hold themselves back because people hold themselves back too often from opportunities like this. And I just want to share because it's possible. I'm not doing anything special. All I'm doing is I'm showing up consistently and I'm utilizing the tools of this business consistently. And many of you are like, yeah, well, what are the tools? It's inviting others to join us on their health journey. That is essentially really all that we do, but we have to do it consistently. People get so wound up about posting on social media. But here's the thing, like if we find a face soap that we love, you will share that sucker right away with friends, right? You wouldn't think twice about sharing it on your social media page. Or if you found a shampoo that, you loved, or a watch band that you thought was so cute, you would share that. It's the same thing. We share our health and fitness. We share this journey with others, but then we ask them to do it with us, which is even more fun because the more, the merrier. And anyway, I just wanted to share that part of like the coaching and the income progression but people who are, last thing, people who are interested in coaching, like you are truly interested, but you're nervous to do it. You're nervous to go off that ledge of fear on social media of posting, a fear of others, what they might think of you. But why? Seriously, why? If I'm saying that you can make a 300% raise within a few years. People want to stop and quit when it gets uncomfortable. People want to quit when they don't see immediate gratification or that $1,000 paycheck or $100 paycheck or a $2,000 paycheck. People want to quit because they're like, well, I've put in all this work, but it takes time. Just like a health and fitness journey and weight loss. For over 22 years, we are a publicly traded company. Replace your full-time
Oh, Instagram cut her off there, but oh my god, that's a bunch of bullshit. A lot of income claims were 300% pay raise she got. Well, I don't know what she used to do before, she did mention it, but that was a very casual income claim right there. And the usual, of course, you just have to work, you can't quit. It's gonna happen if you stay for long enough, and it's gonna reward you for your efforts and hard work, which is not true. If you've been watching anti-MLM for a while, you know that's not true, that's bullshit. It has nothing to do with the amount of work you put in, with the amount of effort that you put in. MLMs are set up so that people fail, and this is why so many people lose money with MLMs regardless. Like, her story is not typical, so she put a little disclaimer in there, but yeah, like, she's on top, she doesn't care, and she said it herself. This is how you get rich in an MLM, by recruiting others, by massively recruiting, but she said inviting others. But what else is that? Invite others to start doing Beachbody and then invite them to your team, aka recruit them, and that's how you get. And of course, compensation plans are made complicated solely so that people don't understand them. Let's take a look at the next one. Next one's from the wfabb girl. So a lot of people are always asking, you know, Sarah, what does it mean to be a high value person? Okay, so first and foremost, you need to become a high valued person. So what does that mean? Well, basically, what it means is you literally need to cut out things that are toxic in your life, people that don't give you the respect that you deserve. Okay, so high value people, they obviously take action quick on things that need to get done. Also, another thing, high value people are very comfortable with saying exactly where they are in their life. If people are giving you the bare minimum in your life, you need to cut them out. So when you start acting like a high value person and showing up in your life, you start to attract high value people. So continue to show up in your life, prioritize things, remove toxic people and situations that aren't serving, and you will become a high value person. And I feel like this is, what was the wfabb girl that did this high value shit on TikTok? I think Isabella covered it before, and I feel like this one's probably in her downline then, but I don't remember who it was anymore. Can you let me know down below in the comments, please? Because I'm really curious who this person's upline is, because she's been copying top reps in igenius. She's been copying a different rep that's not in wfabb, and this is copied from a wfabb girl. Listen, okay, oh my god, I'm starting to talk like her. Listen, guys, okay, guys. Yeah, of course, you should cut out toxic people in your life, and this is coming from someone who in the past 4 years cut 2 people that were really close to me, like really close, like my childhood friends and everything, but I just had to cut them out because our relationship just became too toxic. It wasn't good for me or them, it wasn't healthy anymore. As hard as it was to cut them out, and as sad as I was for a while not being able to talk to them anymore, I stuck with it, and I don't regret doing it now, because I'm so much happier now that I don't have this level of toxicity in my everyday life anymore. And I'm sure they are happier on their end as well, because like I said, it just wasn't healthy for either of us to stay in this friendship. And yet, I'm not talking about boyfriends, I'm talking about my friends. But if you're in an MLM and if someone is telling you that you probably shouldn't be doing this, maybe you should do more research, is this really what you should be doing, is this really good for you, stuff like that, those people are not toxic. Those people love you and they want you out because they care about you. So that's the thing that it bothers me the most, is they call anyone who doesn't agree with you being in an MLM toxic, and anyone who cares about you would not, well, if they know what an MLM is, they would not support you being in an MLM, because they know you're gonna lose out on so much money. You're wasting your time hustling for this biz when you could be hustling on something else that's actually gonna bring you money, or whatever else that you're looking for. So that's really infuriating, and I have to read this again, so let's go. Okay, so I get asked this all the time, Sarah, how can I become more resilient? So I want to give you guys a few tips on how you can become more resilient. So 1, staying flexible and open-minded. Okay, number 2, being patient and kind with other people, but this also includes yourself. So 3, staying optimistic. You know, something bad happens, you can't let that affect you. You gotta look at the bigger picture. Okay, 4, you're going to live in the present, okay? Don't keep spiraling thinking about past mistakes. Live in the present and live in now. Value and build good relationships in your life. This is so important. Okay, number 6. Know you always be considering your limits. Okay, number 7. Knowing and learning how to handle rejections. This is huge. Number 8. Spending time by yourself. Not everyone likes to spend time by yourself. Like, some people are just really enjoying other people's companies, and not myself. Don't get me wrong, I'm a loner. I don't mind being by myself. I enjoy my own company as much as I annoy myself at some days. Some days I really still do enjoy my company. It's all the self-development shit, but like I say shit, it's good for some people, but I feel like, I don't know who said this, but kudos to them. One of the anti-MLM creators, it's probably Erin or Julie, that they weaponize self-development and they turn it against you. It's something that should be good for you and help you out, but MLMs have turned this into something that's going to keep you in the MLM longer, even though the MLM is not good for you financially, mentally, in all other ways. In my opinion, self-development thing is going to keep you in. So she's dancing around because she is number 12 in Beachbody. And she's so happy. Okay, good for you. Okay, so the caption says, celebration Thursday for our team because it's payday and business achievement day, but we have even more to celebrate. Just got the official call there that our team machine has just moved up to the number 12 rank in the team of the entire freaking company. In my 9 years of coaching, this is the highest we have ranked, and I know we are only going up from here. We've got huge goals as a top 10 team, and damn it, we're going to work so damn hard, helping so many people as possible to achieve this, aka recruiting as many people as we can. What started out as a way to make supplemental income when I was told I was losing half of my salary and at my full-time job turned into my business that has forever changed my life and my family's lives. We work hard, and each year we seem to work even harder because we're always pushing for bigger goals. This isn't for the faint of heart, y'all. This takes so much grit, determination, work, and grind. Not everyone is cut out for this, but everyone certainly can if you're up for the challenge. And all the rewards that come from your hard work. This goes out to my team, the best team ever. So sure, Tanya, I mean, you celebrate, but all these people below you that are losing money and working hard are getting you up on that scale. Okay, let's watch this one.
It happens. One day you wake up and you're in this place. You're in this place where everything feels right. Your heart is calm, your soul is lit, your thoughts are positive, your vision is clear. You're at peace with where you've been, at peace with what you've been through, and at peace with where you're headed.
So it said, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and she was on the stage speaking because of course she's a well-known Beachbody celebrity, I guess. So her caption said, exactly 1 week from today I head out to my 9th coach summit, and I can't freaking wait to see my team and love on them. I'm also beyond honored to present and speak to a room full of 6,000 plus coaches on why I'm so passionate about my online groups and how our #1 job is both our own health fitness journey and helping others on their journey. I'll be sharing my best practices, paying it forward to help as many coaches as possible crush their businesses. This will be my 3rd time presenting on the summit stage, and I couldn't be more excited and humbled to share everything I can. I was a 40-year-old new mom just trying to figure out how to pay the bills in 45 days when I became a coach 9 years ago. I learned that my income was being cut 50% in 45 days. I don't know why I can't read anymore. And for someone who was bankrupt not long before that, the panic was real, but I did what I do best. I got to work. I started my coaching business because I knew I was passionate about health, fitness, and helping people get results. I also saw so many others before me living a life I wanted to live, aka Shanti probably. So I said, why not me? And so I did it. And here I am almost 9 years later with the best team ever, currently ranked 13th in the entire company and 8th elite, OMG, and living a life I dreamed of but didn't think it was possible. Living a life I dreamed of being the key words here. She's living the life she's dreamed of because her team and her downline are busting their asses every single day so that she can live her best life. I love when they say the quiet parts out loud. I'm forever grateful, and I can't freaking wait to see my team and to be at this epic event with all of my friends. And the last post I wanted to include because it's just infuriating. So we did a thing. Last minute family vacay just been booked. Viva Mexico. Very spontaneous, spur of the moment idea. We just said book the vacation. Feeling incredibly grateful to be able to book a family trip just weeks before. Not long ago, I was sitting in a used car lot trying to buy a car at 8 months pregnant. I sat there crying while the bank berated me on the phone, asking me how I planned to make monthly car payments when we were fresh out of bankruptcy. We were living in a friend's apartment and borrowing another friend's car, just trying to survive and figuring out how to provide for our baby on the way. We worked our asses off and still do. We love our job, love our business of serving and helping others lead their best freaking lives. And also, we get only one shot at this life we choose to fully live. We are not victims of our circumstances. We are products of our choices. I made the choice to start my business at the age of 40 and never looked back. So she joined 9 years ago, right? How long ago did Beachbody come out? It's been definitely more than 9 years ago, right? Beachbody came out, I think, 12 years ago or something like that. I was 17 or 18 and I'm 29 now. Well, I can just Google it as well. So the Insanity workout became popular after it was released in 2009. So 13 years ago. Okay, so it seems like Tanya did not join as a coach straight away. Because I remember when she was doing Insanity, I don't think she had a baby yet. And then in one of the other programs that came after Insanity, she was in it as well, and they were saying like, look how good she looks, she just had a baby and she's incredible and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure I'm not misremembering this, but it looks like Tanya was the victim herself in this case, but she had the appearance, like she was known from Insanity before already. She had quite a big following on Facebook thanks to the Insanity and being one of the most popular people that came out of Beachbody's Insanity program. So it seems like she wasn't a coach straight away. She was just participating in the program, and then she got pregnant and her paycheck got cut and she was desperate and they weren't doing well financially. And then she'd seen other people do Beachbody and get into the top. Obviously, she's friends with Shaun T and stuff like that. I mean, I know he's not a rep, but he's in Beachbody, so he would be a big influence on her. I can totally see that she was very vulnerable, she wasn't doing great, and she was surrounded with Beachbody huns and bros, and she just decided to start her own business. I guess it was quite easy for her to start recruiting people and getting somewhere in the company, so which explains why she's so high up today. But anyways, that's it for today. I mean, this is already lasting way too long than I expected this video to be, and I've been recording for a long time, so I'm gonna wrap that up here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know down below what you thought. Let me know down below what you think about Tanya. Do you know of her? Did you do Beachbody before? I'd be really curious to know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye guys.